you sipping a coffee on the beach with your laptop. Can you imagine that, all the sand in your keyboard? Please. No, I don't think. I've tried that, by the way, in my garden, right? That's not at the beach, but in my garden, that was already so very uncomfortable with all the bees coming at me. Anyway, but for the Insta picture, I did do that, like, walking outside in my garden, and I laid down like a mat on the grass, and all that was so uncomfortable. It was funny and it looks amazing on the picture, but as soon as I finished taking that picture, I run away in the house because please, okay, you have bees attacking you, you have so many crawlies coming at you. The internet glamorize digital nomads, location independent, walking on a beach, which is very uncomfortable. I don't think I would. I consider myself being a digital nomad because I can travel the world and work at the same time. It's the dream of a lot of us, right? But let me break it down for you, okay? Let me tell you maybe what a lot of people don't tell you here. The job that I do is not that it's a high paid job, it's the best job in the world because it allows me to travel and work at the same time. Being digital nomad doesn't make you rich or wealthy at all, but it does something. It's that it makes you free. Okay, for me, it's all about freedom to move, freedom to own my own time, freedom to be wherever I want to be. Okay, and not have a company being the one controlling what I do with my time. This is what digital nomad means to me. The truth is, a lot of us are doing it with very, very little. Some of us are teaching languages, like, I'm French. I used to teach French. Some teach English and so on, Spanish, etc. Some will volunteer in hostels just to have a free bed, okay, and to extend the trip. Many people will do walk away. Walk away is a way to travel longer and also on a budget. So you're walking, and in exchange they give you a bed and usually food, right? That's another great way to do it. Also, some like me are doing customer service, low paid jobs, virtual assistants, any odd job to just allow us to pay that one more night in a hostel or a bus ticket to the next city, right, to our next destination. So it's not for everyone. I remember one of my friend, Amy, sorry, I'm gonna put you on the spot here, who, like, I was sharing where I'm gonna stay in Madrid, and she's like, but they have bad review, but they have this, and my daughter was like, no, you can't go there. And I'm like, I know what you're seeing there. I'm a backpacker, right? I am used to be uncomfortable when I have to, and I want to be in Madrid, but I also need to pay attention to the money, and I don't want to spend more than let's say 20 euros, and otherwise I can push it if it's Barcelona to, let's say, 30 euros, right? But even that is already a lot on the 500 monthly budget in Europe. So there's things that we have to do to be digital nomads, at the real people doing digital nomad, not the Instagram perfect people who does like amazing job. They pay to travel and they live in like a 5-7 star hotels. That's not us, okay? So it's not easy. If this is your dream, I just want to let you know that it's worth it. And to come back to my friend and my daughter that were like, you can't go there. My friend Dora would understand that sometimes you make some sacrifices to be able to afford to travel longer, or to be able to stay on the road, or to not be stranded somewhere. You have to pay attention to your pennies to make sure that you can make it longer. And this is the reality. You may feel that because we are in a certain age, we should want to be more comfortable and at ease. And yes, definitely, I'm all for ease and comfortable and having like sleeping in a 5-star hotel. Sometimes I do. but it cannot be what I do all the time. The truth is, if I wanted to travel like that all the time, I wouldn't be able to travel as much as I want to. So it's a choice and sacrifices that I'm happy to do. It's not for everyone. And last week I did on my Tea with Jase, I did a live where I was telling you how I'm actually living the life, living the dream of being a digital nomad and only realizing it, right? A lot of you commented and really liked that video. I think it's very important for me to come back with this one. The reality of being a digital nomad, right? I really, really would hate to make it seem that it's something that is so glamorous. I remember that the time where we lived in Cameroon, Africa for 2 years, I was working with a company, a media company, as a French analyst. So I was analyzing news from the world and entering it in a database to do graphs and, all of that. And that was the great, best job I had for many, many years because I could do it everywhere. I didn't have to have an internet connection to do it. All I needed is to have internet to download the job, right? And after that, I could do it offline, and I needed to find another connection just to upload my work. And this was the best job. I did it for many, many, many years. Many years. Like something like 8 years. But then they outsourced our department to India. And then we lost our jobs. So that's just to give you an example, right? But I remember being stressed in the car, trying to respond to deadlines, trying to stop quickly at a cafe because I needed to send my document, and then internet being so amazing in Africa. That's like ironic, right? That many times I almost missed my deadline because, internet was not that good. For everything that we do in life, there's a trade-off, right? There's something has to give, and as we say, freedom is not free. Freedom has a cost, and the cost of freedom comes with this. Sometimes you have to take odd jobs like I'm doing. Not a lot of people may want to do what I'm doing as a customer service. I've been doing it for 25 years, and it's not well paid at all. But the reason that what I keep at it and refuse to take job as managerial jobs or high paid job, because they own my time. Yeah, they give me more money, but then I'm not free, and I don't want that for me. And I'm privileged, I guess, to be able to make that choice because I also have a partner who works. So, 2 income is better than 1. I stayed in worse places around the world. So, but for me, that is just part of the adventure, right? And I'm explaining all of that to you to make you understand that, yeah, it may be the dream of a lot of people, but it's not as easy that you see it on Instagram. It's a lot of work. And all of this is perfectly okay, right? It's a choice that we're making. It's a decision that we're making. It's sacrifices that we agree we are happy to make to be able to live our dreams, right? As I say, nothing is free. Even living your dreams is not free. This is why we need to diversify, isn't it? Our stream of income. Because as a digital nomad, we usually freelancers, contractors, right? Meaning that any job that we do, even that job that I'm telling you is the best job and I love that job. Recently, they were supposed to replace us by AI, but there was an issue with AI, so we're still here. But maybe in a month or 2 months' time, I won't have that job anymore, right? Until they need us again. Well, in the meantime, I have to do something else, right? This is why we're trying to grow this channel. Like, and subscribe and support this channel to become monetized. So we can even travel more and post more amazing information to inspire you. The most important thing, guys, when you're looking at being a digital nomad is, please don't look at just internet and Instagram and all of that Facebook post and you're like, oh my goodness, I want to do like them. I was watching a young black woman, I forgot her name, who is paid to travel, right? And She is invited in safari, in places, etc. And yes, I would love to have something like that. Right? She's a young, I don't know if she's 30 woman, right? Free, no kid, no marriage. Again, I can't do that because even if I was given the opportunity to work with brand and travel for extensive period of time, I have a family that I need to take into account as well, right? Not that I will reject them. We'll find an agreement, but I'm just saying that there's a lot more dimension to my life, right? That I need to take into account. When you're looking for a job as a digital nomad, if it is within my code and doesn't require too much of me, the thing I do is I don't want a job that I take home after I clocked out. That's one of the things with me. This is why I don't want any high pay job where you take work with you at home and you never finished. Once I've closed the computer, when I closed everything to do with my paid job, this is it. I'm not with them. I don't answer to messages. I don't do anything else after that until I clock in again. This is the type of job that I'm taking. Job that won't require my brain space so much, after work, because I want to keep what is there to do the thing that I love doing, like creating videos for you, like doing my coaching. The most important thing that you need to consider is that these jobs need to help you reach your goal, which is to see the world and travel, right? So everything helps. If you're trying to have like a 6-figure, or I don't know, everything is about money, right? To be able to do it, you're going to wait for a very long time because not all of us, most of us don't. Okay? I don't at all. So if this is your dream to become a digital nomad, right? This video is not here to like burst your bubble and your dream and kill your dream. Not at all. Okay? In contrary, okay? It's here to encourage you and just to remind you that it's not about being rich, but being very, very, very resourceful. Okay? And we women in general, we are very resourceful. Okay? So it will just be for you to really do an inventory of your skills. Okay? And what are the skills that you can take with you on the road? Okay? And what jobs are available? Or what are the jobs that you can create yourself and sell your services, right? You just have to realize that being on the road as a digital nomad is not that different than being at home. The only thing with being at home that is you can take any jobs that you want because you do your 9 to 5 and etc. You get paid, right? When you are on the road, you're a bit limited because not a lot of company allow you to be on the road because of tax reasons and all other different reasons that company would not want you to be free with your time. So be realistic, okay? Be realistic with that and remember that like any entrepreneur, right? 1 month you'll earn enough money and 1 month you won't earn anything at all or very little. So it's very important to balance all of that to make sure that you can carry on even when you don't have enough income coming in. This is why having a budget like I'm doing this month of traveling with £500, it's not just a gimmick or a challenge. It's truly what I would do normally. Okay, on YouTube I'm just calling it a challenge because, well, if I want to travel, even plan like to go to Malaysia, see Nicola. Hey Nicola, okay, and now Holly invited me to Utah to go see the Grand Canyon and Yellowstones, etc. Right? So yeah, I want to do all of these things, right? But all of that costs money. So in order for me to plan to be in Malaysia before April so I can meet Nicola, I need to spend as little as I can so my money can carry forward, right, to the next month and to have a cushion all the time to make sure that it allows me to always be able to travel. And I'm also planning to go to Africa, right? All of this costs a lot of money. So I can't be splurging. Every penny counts. So if you're not ready to do that, if you are in a low income range like I am, right? Then you have to rethink your plan of being a digital nomad. I always have pots for different things. So I'm not teaching you anything new here, right? I just want you to realize that it's not glamorous at all. It's just like your life will follow you on the road, right? The only thing is that you're free to wake up in Germany. One very important thing with this lifestyle is that it helps you prioritize things, right? For me, I prioritize my peace, my freedom over things, right? Over comfort sometimes. And you have to choose your battle. You have to choose what's important to you, okay? So I know a lot of people won't do what I'm doing because sometimes it can be crazy. And again, I'm going to bash your head with doing house jobs like I'm doing. For me, this is the best way. I don't see myself stopping this soon because one of the most important things is to have, when you're a digital nomad, is to have a place where you can work, to have good internet, and if your accommodation is free, my goodness, the world is your playground, guys. The thing with house sit is that there's house sit where people want you to be there for 6 months. There's those people that live 6 months in a country and 6 months in another one. And when they're not there, they want somebody to be in the house. There's so many options out there for you guys and save tons of money on accommodation just because you have a membership with Trusted Housesitter, right? So don't forget to check my membership in the description. My link, you will get 25% off and I get 2 months extra. So yeah, for me, the $100 that I pay is well worth it. I've paid it, I reimburse it from my first house sit. That's my third one I'm on right now. And I've reimbursed it a long time ago. If you're watching this and you like, can I do this? Is it for me? The answer is yes. Anyone can be a digital nomad depending on the life that you have, right? If you're married, kid, etc., your circumstances, right? We all have different circumstances. If it's something that is true for you, something that you really want to do, start small. When you have a remote work, and since the pandemic, a lot of companies, right, allow us to work from home. These companies usually, as long as you can take your laptop wherever in the UK, it's also another way to be digital nomad. So maybe start at home, because like you guys in America with your humongous country, right? If you're a remote worker, what keeps you from taking your computer from one state to another? Unless you guys have stacks that are like also by states. And, anyway, there's a lot of ways to do it. But start from home. When I started doing it, I was working. I went to not far from home. I think I was 2 hours away from home on my first house sit, and I was working as well. And it was really great to do it, to test it, to try it first. Is it really something that I want to do, right? Because you may think that, because we glamorize it on the internet and all of that, you may think that's something that is so cool to do. And then when you try it, you're like, that's not for me, right? As I said earlier, right? Digital nomad won't make you rich, but it may make you free. It does for me, okay? For me being here, it's being free with my time, and that's the most important thing for me, right? To be able to move as I want and not be obligated to be sitting in the UK all the time if I don't want to. So for that, I will take any job that would allow me to do that, because these are the best job for me. Okay, so guys, if this video brought you anything, Please like, subscribe, share.